Welcome to the Business Growth Spotlight, where we shine the light and talk with business leaders from all over the world who come in to share their expertise and wisdom so we can all grow together. I'm your host, Heidi Schalk, and if you're new to the podcast, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. I'm co-founder of HLH Growth Solutions. We are a company who prides themselves in helping businesses scale their revenue using outside of the box visibility methods. And today I'm excited to learn more about this company that we've been doing some research on. I'm excited about it. It's why we reached out to him to talk about iCover Insure. So welcome to the podcast, Hari Srinivasan.
Thank you, Heidi. Glad to be here. And thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm happy to have this conversation with you and learn more about your company. It seemed I was very intrigued by it. So can you share with us a little bit about who you are, your company, and your role within it?
Absolutely. So I'm Hari Srinivasan, founder CEO of iCover, and I'm a serial entrepreneur and a mentor. This is my second company as founder CEO.
Oh.
So excited to be taking on the pain again, as you know, excited to, go on this journey, my next journey with iCover.
So can you share with us what led you to start iCover, launch iCover, and how is your platform reimagining how life insurance is underwritten and delivered?
Thank you for the question. So iCover is a combination of technology and obsession. Both my partner Nicole and myself. Nicole's my co-founder. Sorry. Both of us have personal stories related to life insurance and the importance of life insurance. That's for another day. But that's our obsession that led to creating iCover. We are also industry insiders. So before we started iCover, both of us worked for a bigger reinsurer where we are aware of the business. We found the opportunity and we started iCover in 2020.
Amazing. So you've been in business now for about 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic. So how is iCover transforming the life insurance buying experience for consumers?
So as you know, life insurance is one of the most complicated buying experiences and journey. And I think that's where the personal stories come into play, Nicole and myself. And what we've done with iCover is we call ourselves, we created the best life insurance buying experience. That's not an emotion, but if you go through our platform, you can get life insurance in under 5 minutes. And
Wow.
That's what we've done with iCover.
So you've taken the stress out of the buying experience.
Yes, we've taken the stress out of the life insurance company. We've taken the stress out of the agent. And of course, the end consumer, we make it as easy as possible.
Amazing. So what kind of impact are you seeing in terms of accessibility, speed, and overall satisfaction?
Great question. Lots of positive feedback, and it warms your heart because it's not just a technology play. As I mentioned before, there's also an obsession. There's also a personal story tied to it. So I'm so happy when I get testimonials from consumers and consumers from life companies that have used our platform, and they say today I had an excited customer who went through the journey, and they're like, "That is it? I got my life insurance? Great." And, especially for this world where, everyone's running around, they have a packed schedule. And for busy moms or dads or whoever you are, making that accessible is a big deal for us at iCover.
Yeah, I can see how, I know, remembering my journey looking for it, and this was years ago, you had to wait. Like there was a long waiting game. You didn't get that instant notification of yes or no, or what you need to do next or anything like that. It was a waiting game. And then when you finally heard back, and if they still needed more from you, then it was another long process. And just the stress that it added too while you're in that waiting game. I love that what you've put together here. So how does iCover leverage AI and predictive analytics to streamline the underwriting process while also maintaining accuracy and compliance?
Great question. So what we've done is, in today's world, there is a lot of data that's accessible and data that's been regulated. It's not like, we go out there and we get data that's publicly available. We get data that has been approved by the regulators. So we Once a consumer goes through the platform and is applying for life insurance, in the background, our predictive analytics captures all the data information that's pertinent to make a decision. And while the customer is completing the journey, and then when they get to a point, we capture all the details that's necessary. Our algorithms process the data, and then within minutes, you get a decision which consists of your product, the pricing, and the rates that are appropriate to you. Since there is data that's available that helps with the underwriting decision or the risk assessment process, we don't compromise on quality, or we don't compromise on risk because we are faster. That's not the objective we have. We make sure that the data that we get in is approved. It's approved by the insurance company. It's approved by the regulators. We just have the process that can look at this process, traverse through the data quickly, and make an educated decision in minutes.
So I had a question for you. We talked about, can be like nerve-wracking getting in life insurance. It's a sensitive area. So how do you balance automation with the need for personalization and trust in something as sensitive as life insurance?
Great question. Thank you, Heidi. You're asking amazing questions. So there are the mission we have is not just making life insurance accessible, but also affordable as well. Because the more we streamline the system, the more we add AI and processes, as you and I know, that's going to help the end consumer in terms of reducing the cost for them. So what iCover is doing is we are also working on creating new products that will help consumers, right? So that we can extend the coverage, especially for people with existing medical conditions and things like that. So to answer your question, we balance speed with accuracy in terms of the underwriting decisions, but at the same time, a larger goal is to open that up a little bit so that we can create brand new products and we can take on folks who are in need but have some sort of pre-existing conditions and things like that. So that's what we plan to do. And we've also started that with the launch of iCover Direct, which is our direct consumer marketplace. So that's a bold statement from iCover saying that here we are trying to make it accessible, affordable, and then also creating brand new products that, middle America would need. So our main focus is helping the middle market.
So good. So did you face any challenges introducing AI into such a highly regulated and risk-aware industry? And if you did, what challenges were they and how did you overcome them?
That's a brilliant question. I keep, a lot of potential prospects keep asking this question all the time when we are marketing iCover. So yes, life insurance is one of the most regulated environments, as you rightly said. And also the use of AI in real time is not what the regulators intend. So platforms like iCover, what we do is AI is more of a monitoring tool, if you will. So AI constantly helps in terms of tweaking our algorithms, making sure it benefits the consumers, the agents, and the insurance company. So AI is the intelligence that monitors all of this and periodically gives you data in terms of improving the risk that the insurance company is taking in, helping the journey get a little faster for the consumer, and helping agents sell. So from that perspective, our AI is monitoring every transaction, every application that goes through iCover. But from a real-time processing standpoint, it's more working with algorithms that are already predefined, and you can audit those to make sure that they work within a certain set of guidelines. It's not that the algorithms are like an unsupervised AI, if you will, that's just going and making decisions. So for the regulators, we can audit iCover and the decisions to the nth degree. And then when it comes to AI, it's silently crunching on the side to create efficiencies in every area.
I'd like to move a little bit to growth. You've been in business for 5 years now, give or take, Hari. What have been some challenges that you faced as far as growing the business and the company, and how did you overcome those?
One of my biggest challenges was we are a COVID baby. We hit the
Mm,
market right in 2020. We came out proud and we said, okay, let's start to market the product. And then
boom.
we all know what happened there. So that was one of the biggest challenges for us to overcome. And we are also a bootstrap company, so we got some angel investment after we got our first client. So it was a pretty rough ride for the first 2 years. So we launched our first client in 2022. So before then, there was lots of uphill battles, and COVID did amplify that.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's next for iCover? What are your big goals for 2025 or for the next 12 months?
So we have a lot of new products and services we'll be launching. So the market has been pretty kind after we got our first client. So from 2022 to 2025, where we are at the moment, we're working with 27 clients at the moment. And then we launched a whole bunch of other ancillary products to support life companies. So if you ask me today, we have the entire supply chain covered. We've built technology that life insurance companies would need to perform all of their operations. Looking ahead, and the big goals for 2025 is we are launching our brokerage arm as well. It's called iCover Gateway, and it's coming on. That's one of my most ambitious projects and my pet project. So we'll be launching that this year, and I'm looking forward to that.
Well, congratulations on that. I'm sure it'll be
Thank you.
highly successful. So as far as marketing and visibility goes, because in order to keep the doors open, we need to bring in revenue, right? And you had a slow growth over the first 2 years, and then it's been much faster since then, once you landed your first client. So how are you getting in front of your ideal client? How are you being visible? What types of marketing are working for you? And on the flip side, what are some things that you've tried that maybe haven't been as successful for your company in particular?
Absolutely. I'll start with things that have worked. My number one lead source is referrals. And I'm blessed to have some amazing clients that are advocates of iCover. So if you see referrals first, after referrals, we are there active in every life industry conference representing iCover. So that is another big source. And LinkedIn, I know a lot of people undervalue LinkedIn. LinkedIn has been amazing for me in terms of, the other channel that really makes a mark for us at iCover. Some of the things we've tried, we've kind of, splurged money in certain areas, some new conferences that come about. We've burnt our fingers there. So we've learned that we'll curate our conferences religiously and make sure that what's worked in the past. A lot of newer conferences, it's more about a lot of talk, but nothing for the startups in particular in terms of the value that we get. Because as you know, we also struggle for time, money, and effort. So we have to be extremely careful going to a conference and spending money. And if it results nothing, that's going to be pretty detrimental for us.
Wow. So a question for you. If I could give you a magic wand for your goals for 2025, what would be one issue that you'd want to wave that over and go poof and take it away that could possibly hold you back from achieving your goals this year?
I like that. I wish I could have a real one. But
Well, I
thank you
want a
for
bucket
that.
of magic wands, right?
I know. I don't know about other industries. I've been in the tech space and with my previous company, and high tech deals, as we know, happen pretty quickly. But life insurance sales cycle is brutal. We've closed some clients in like 2 years, 3 years, and even 4 years, and even talking to a few potential opportunities beyond 4 years. So that is one of the, if you see the reason we diversified in terms of creating all these other ancillary products to make sure we bring in the revenue and not get killed by the sales cycle. As you know, a lot of startups get killed by the sales cycle. So if I had my way, I would probably shorten the sales cycle because that stands between where we are in terms of achieving our goals and moving to the next level.
Yeah, so you're fixing that by creating these other products. Or yes, okay, great. So what would success look like for you if we could bring you back, Hari, in a year from now? What would success look like for you? What would it look like for iCover or any of the other products that you're launching?
Absolutely. So success for me, from a client acquisition perspective, we're doing great. We're growing. It's the other two pillars that we'll be launching. We've launched one is our direct-to-consumer initiative. Making sure that message reaches the audiences, right, in terms of who we are and what is the brand about. It's not just a marketplace combined with emotions and what the founders bring to the table. That's one big aspect for me, getting the word out and the growth of iCover Direct. And then also our brokerage arm, which is iCover Gateway, which is a brand new concept. I'm excited about the brand new concept and that concept resonating with the audiences as well that we are going after.
Amazing. So this podcast really is here to support businesses, founders, CEOs, leaders in the growth of their companies. But I love what sounds like what you're sharing is you have something for everyday consumers, which every business owner is. They're an everyday consumer. So you've got a product for them in that way, but you've also got a product for the life insurance companies. So can you explain to us further who your ideal client is? Because it sounds like it's a little split depending on the product.
Yes, great question. The ideal customer is life insurance companies in the US. That's who we are going after. And based on our value proposition, every company is a potential target for us. Big, small, whatever size they are, it's a potential opportunity for us. On the consumer side, yes, because of our iCover Direct initiative, that is something purely positioned to serve and support the end consumer. So we are going after middle America and people in need for life insurance and who don't have time to wait, like you said, for months and weeks to get it. I want it today. And I want the best product and with amazing prices. That's what we plan to do with iCover Direct as well.
And so with iCover Direct, you've shared that with iCover for the life insurance companies. LinkedIn has been tremendous for you. Referral partners have been tremendous for you. I'm hearing that across the board with referral partners. It's not a quick way to scale, obviously, or reliable, but it's definitely an important piece. And it's awesome and wonderful that you have so many referrals because that just means that your product is phenomenal. When it comes to the consumer side of it with iCover Direct, what are your plans for getting in front of them?
Yes, and we're doing a lot of I'm excited about that question because we are moving full steam with that. We launched iCover Direct last year, towards the end of last year, November, and then this year our big focus is to get it in front of the customers. So we are tapping into all of the major social media channels to get the word across, building the brand. But also we've studied content for the last 5 to 10 years in terms of how life insurance is marketed. So we want to be different from a marketing perspective in tackling all these social media sites and conveying the message. And we want to mix it with a good blend of, user-generated content versus, videos and posters and things like that. That's our goal for iCover Direct, have more user-generated content, be more authentic, and change up the messaging a little bit, not get too associated with death and just shine life insurance with a different message. That's our goal.
A happier message versus yes. Yeah. Awesome.
Yes, I love the happier message because one of our hashtags or marketing taglines is preserve your happiness versus buy
Uh,
before you die or something like that.
Yeah, I love that. I love it so much. Well, Hari, for those who are listening who want to connect with you, they're like they either need life insurance or they're on the other side of it. They're a company that wants to learn how to work with you. How can people connect with you?
LinkedIn, I'm active on LinkedIn, and I'm yeah, that would be the best medium.
Perfect. So for those of you listening, we will have Hari's information inside of our show notes. You can grab it there, but definitely go reach out to him on LinkedIn. But we'll also have his website, all of that information there as well as more information about Hari through his bio. You can catch all of that in the show notes. If you're driving, please wait, do that later. But you can always go there. If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you. And we would love it if you'd subscribe because by you subscribing, you're going to get notified when we have more amazing guests like Hari on here. The vision for this podcast is to support more companies in growing and succeeding. Because too many companies end up failing within the first few years. And Hari has successfully shared how he's moved through the past 5 years building. And we would love to notify you when we bring more amazing guests like Hari to the show. Also, let him know you heard of him here. Put a note down below and let him know that you heard him here and ask any questions. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast platform like Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all the rest of them, you can leave a review. We would love it if you would. 5 stars would be great. That also allows us to share Hari with more people. Everybody should be looking into life insurance if they don't have it now, should be shopping for it. And he makes it the easiest way possible to get that implemented right away. And so we want to get that out to more people. Everybody should be protecting themselves and releasing any stress around it to create their happiest life. Right, Hari?
Absolutely. Well said.
Thank you. Hari, is there anything before we go that you'd like to share that I didn't touch on or ask you?
No, this was perfect. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity and the way you ask your questions. You pretty much covered everything.
I'm so glad, so grateful for you and your time. And I've thoroughly enjoyed learning more about iCover. I will be sharing it with my friends and family, I know, to get them on there using it, especially the direct platform for the consumers. And if for those of you listening, whether you're new or not, if you're new again, we said I thank you for being here. Please share this with people that you know. And I promised you a gift. So if you have a business and you're trying to get more visible, or trying to get in front of your ideal client, but feeling like your current efforts aren't making it happen as fast as you'd like it to, go ahead and download our Spotlight to Scale blueprint. You can go to spotlighttoscale.com/blueprint and grab it. It's free, it's yours. Implement it and then reach out and let us know how it's working for you. Thank you again, Hari, for being here and for your time. Thank you for listening to Hari and I today, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Business Growth Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.